Good morning. You are with the Essay Desk, and this is episode 9. Today's masterclass is about a theme the examiner has returned to in recent papers: the family of nature, ecology, and civilization. We are not going to talk about it the way most aspirants do, with a list of schemes and a paragraph on renewable energy. We will talk about it the way a top rank essay does, as a moral question about what a country chooses to see and what it prefers not to. Sit back for the next few minutes. We are going to open one topic completely, and by the end, you will know how to write a climate essay that reads like a thinking human wrote it, not a policy briefing. Here is our topic: a country that plans for the sun forgets the shadow. Read it once, slowly. This is a section B kind of line, socioeconomic in its bones, but written in the aphoristic voice the examiner now prefers, even for the harder, more real world themes. In the trend, this belongs to the family of nature, ecology, civilization, and climate. The paper carried topics in this family in 2022 and again in 2024. It is a recurring family, and its heat is rising, not falling. Read the topic once more before we begin, and try to feel where it hurts. Now the decode. Two words in this topic carry the whole weight: sun and shadow. Do not read them literally. The sun is the visible plan of a country, the marquee projects, the growth numbers, the ribbons cut, the targets set for 2047. The shadow is what those plans cast without meaning to: the field that goes dry when the monsoon fails, the fisherman priced out by the port, the child who breathes the air the plan forgot to cost. The tension is between what a country chooses to see and what it prefers not to notice. And so the thesis writes itself. A republic is legitimate not by the light it plans for, but by the shadow it agrees to account for. An average essay lists dimensions. A top essay moves through them, so each one answers a question the last one raised. For this topic, open on the ecological, because that is where the topic is most obviously alive. Move to the economic next, because the ecology throws up a bill. Then the ethical, because the bill is not paid by the ones who ran it up. Then the political, because ethics without institutions is only sentiment. End on the personal, on one farmer or one fisherwoman, so the essay leaves the reader with a face, not a footnote. Momentum is the whole game. Two anchors will lift this essay. The first is a fact that landed on the front page last week. In June of this year, India recorded its fifth driest June since 1901. A rainfall deficit close to 40%, and not a single low-pressure system formed in the whole month. Write that down. The second is from the State of India's Environment Report for 2026, which found that 7 of the 9 planetary boundaries have now been crossed, with the ocean's chemistry itself changing under our watch. Now, the mistake most aspirants make is to drop a number like that and move on. The examiner has already read the number in the newspaper. What the examiner wants to see is what you make of it. Follow every figure with a sentence of your own reasoning, or leave the figure out. This is the slide to save. For a climate essay, do not open with a definition. And do not fall into the familiar opening cliches you have read 100 times. Open with a scene the reader remembers. Imagine writing this as your first sentence. In June, a country that had planned for the monsoon looked up and found only sun. That single image does the work of a whole paragraph because it is concrete, it is current, and it names the topic without pointing at it. Now the close. Return to that same scene, but with a wiser eye. Say something like, "The sky did not change. Only the country learned to plan for the shadow it had been casting all along." The examiner will remember the circle. Here is one line you may take from today. Adapt it in your own hand. Do not lift it. Try this. The forest does not shout when it burns. A country must learn to listen for smoke. A single line like that, placed early or placed at the close, does more for a script than 3 paragraphs of policy detail. Notice what it does not do. It does not name a scheme. It does not throw a statistic. It is quiet. And quiet is what the examiner has stopped seeing this year. Let us stitch the whole thing together. 5 moves. 1. Decode the 2 key words, sun and shadow, and let them do half the work. 2. Fix the thesis, that a republic is legitimate by the shadow it agrees to account for, and hold it to the last line. 3. Build the dimensions in an order that has momentum, from the ecological to the personal. 4. Use 2 or 3 anchors as evidence and follow every number with your own reasoning. 5. Close in a circle, back to the image you opened on, but with a wiser reader. Do these 5 in one script, and the mark climbs on its own. That is our masterclass for today. There will be days when the syllabus feels heavier than it should, and the pen feels shy of the page. Keep going anyway. A slow, steady pen builds the essay, a fast one cannot. If you want the full brief, 2 complete model essays with the examiner's margin commentary, that is what we sent subscribers on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Leave your email in the comments or write to team@upscdesk.com and we will get it to you. Keep writing and keep thinking.